Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the political currents shaping America. Today, we're exploring a topic that continues to spark debate across the nation. Why do so many Americans support Donald Trump? Whether it's his unapologetic stance against the establishment, his bold economic policies, or his commitment to America first, Trump has undoubtedly left a mark on the American political landscape. From his unique communication style to his conservative appointments, we'll uncover the top 10 reasons behind Trump's enduring appeal. So, buckle up as we break down the complexities and dive into the perspectives that have fueled one of the most passionate followings in recent political history. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Let's get started. Number 1. Economic policies. Many supporters appreciate Trump's focus on economic growth and job creation. During his presidency, Trump implemented tax cuts, deregulation measures, and trade policies aimed at revitalizing American industries and boosting employment opportunities. His supporters believe these actions helped stimulate economic growth and increase wages for working-class Americans. Number 2. Anti-establishment stance. Trump's outsider status appealed to voters who were disillusioned with career politicians and the Washington establishment. His willingness to challenge traditional political norms and take on the establishment resonated with many who felt left behind by the political elite. Number 3. Nationalism and America First agenda. Trump's America First rhetoric struck a chord with supporters who prioritize national sovereignty and protectionist policies. His emphasis on prioritizing American interests over global commitments resonated with those who felt that previous administrations had neglected the needs of the country in favor of international agendas. Number 4. Law and order policies. Trump's stance on law and order, including his support for law enforcement and tough-on-crime rhetoric, appealed to many Americans concerned about rising crime rates in certain communities. His calls for stricter border controls and immigration enforcement also resonated with supporters who prioritize border security. Number 5. Social conservatism. Trump's conservative stance on social issues such as abortion, gun rights, and religious freedom appealed to many religious and socially conservative voters. His administration's efforts to appoint conservative judges and roll back regulations seen as encroaching on religious liberties garnered support from these groups. Number 6. Communication style. Trump's unfiltered and unconventional communication style endeared him to many supporters who appreciated his willingness to speak bluntly and directly. His use of social media, particularly Twitter, allowed him to bypass traditional media channels and communicate directly with his base. Number 7. Fight against political correctness. Trump's rejection of political correctness resonated with supporters who felt stifled by what they perceived as excessive cultural sensitivity and censorship. His willingness to push back against perceived liberal orthodoxy on issues such as free speech and campus activism appealed to those who felt marginalized by mainstream cultural norms. Number 8. Perceived business acumen. Trump's background as a businessman and his reputation as a successful entrepreneur appealed to many Americans who admired his perceived ability to get things done and negotiate deals. Some supporters saw his business experience as an asset that would benefit the country's economy and governance. Number 9. Cultural identity. Trump's portrayal of himself as a defender of traditional American values and culture resonated with supporters who felt that their way of life was under threat from demographic changes, globalization, and cultural shifts. His nostalgic appeal to make America great again tapped into sentiments of national pride and nostalgia for a perceived golden age. Number 10. Media and political opposition. Trump's confrontational relationship with the media and political opponents further solidified his support among some Americans. His portrayal as a victim of biased media coverage and political attacks endeared him to supporters who perceived him as unfairly maligned by the establishment. It's important to note that these reasons represent just a portion of the diverse array of motivations behind Trump's support, and opinions on his presidency remain deeply polarized across the United States. Additionally, criticisms of Trump's policies, behavior, and rhetoric are widespread, and many Americans vehemently oppose his presidency and political agenda.